Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Trish Schneider, a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, functional blood work specialist, and someone who spent over 25 years watching kids get labeled, medicated, and misunderstood. And if you've ever thought, why is my child so moody, anxious, angry, shut down, impulsive, no matter what we do, you're not alone. And it might not be what you think. Because what if I told you your child's meltdowns, mood swings, anxiety, and attention could actually start in their gut? Why the gut? Why now? We've been trained to think behavior is either a phase, a personality trait, a parenting problem, or a chemical imbalance that needs medications. But there's one major system that we've been ignoring, and that's the gut-brain axis. And here's the wild part. 70% of your child's immune system and a majority of their neurotransmitters are produced, you guessed it, in the gut. That includes 90% of their serotonin, which has a direct impact on mood. 50% of their dopamine, which helps with motivation and focus, and tons of GABA. That's the calming neurotransmitter. So if the gut is inflamed, unbalanced, or leaking toxins into the bloodstream, guess where it shows up? Their brain, their mood, and their behavior. Now, symptoms, which are not just in their head, include things like constant tummy aches, constipation, or food sensitivities. Is your child dealing with skin issues like eczema, anxiety, irritability, or sensory meltdowns? Or even focus issues that look like ADHD? Is your child dealing with mood swings that feel unpredictable? It's not just psychological. It could be physiological. It could be gut-driven. We're so used to separating mental health from physical health, but in kids, they're not separate. They're stacked. Now, here's what to look for. These are the red flags in the gut-brain axis. Here's what I look for in the kids that I work with. Symptoms such as frequent bloating, gassiness, or constipation, sugar cravings or hangry mood swings, skin flare-ups or dark under eye circles, brain fog, fatigue, or poor sleep. I also check for histamine intolerance, rashes, or seasonal allergies. These aren't random. They're data. They're clues pointing to gut dysbiosis, inflammation, or nutrient malabsorption. And when do we address those root issues? Mood shifts, focus improves, regulation becomes possible again. So the good news is it's fixable. And this is the part that most parents don't hear. You're not crazy. Your instincts are spot on. If you felt like the meds weren't fixing the root, if your gut says something deeper is going on, you're right. Through functional blood work, nutrient analysis, gut healing protocols, and nervous system regulation strategies, I've watched kids go from daily meltdowns to calm mornings, from needs behavioral therapy to thriving at school, and from we've tried everything to this changed our life. So the next time someone tells you it's just behavioral, ask about their gut. Ask what their labs are telling you. Ask if anyone's ever looked under the hood, because your child's mood doesn't just come from the mind. It starts in the microbiome. And when we treat the root, not just the reaction, everything changes. If this resonated and you want to dive deeper, I've created a resource that explains how to start looking at your child's biology and behavior together. You can come and see me, send me a message, and I'll get it in your hands. Let's stop slapping on symptoms, slapping on labels to symptoms, and let's start healing from the inside out. That's it for today, and I will join you next week for another edition of